right, it's set number 4 on Airfield, and Night Eagles leading 2-1 against Team Superior version 0.5.
Yeah, and Superior starting to the west, whereas their opponents, the Night Eagles, starting to the east. Taking a quick look at their tank selection, no big surprise on Night Eagles, N60 and Katchen both riding with
I think it's the same tank setup as
last time around. Yeah, it's exactly the same setup, as a matter of fact.
But
yeah, Mark
changes on Team Superior side.
Well, yeah, on the heavy tanks, they traded one MX-50 for an extra T-32, pretty much, which is probably wise.
Yeah.
And then Mark 1 still rolling out with his 132, and so is CKSBB as well. So. Oh, and this time around, look at that! It's actually Team Superior that's sending like their WZ-132 in the middle. But like, sure enough, CKSBB is there too.
Well.
But this time around, they didn't send their TCC-9s this time around. But actually, it's very surprising. But
oh wow,
that is very unorthodox coming from the Night Eagles. Instead of concentrating on the northern pass, most of their force, actually, it's a widespread.
Yeah, they have a T69 up there kind of in the northern pass, and the rest of their forces are actually up on the hilltop.
It's very risky though.
It is.
It's very, very risky because a northern site like push would just obliterate that T69, but it would still like leave the Team Superior vulnerable to base capture as well. So we're gonna have to see how that unfolds.
If they can deal more damage to Team Superior up here, then that's worth it to them. That is definitely worth it.
Yeah. Well, actually, it's going to depend on how Team Superior is going to play this. If they're just going to camp like within those rocks, or if they're going to try to push.
Yeah.
It all comes down to that, pretty much. But the choice is there. I mean, because right now the spread on the Night Eagle side is just it's very risky, but at the same time they're so close to they're smack in the middle right now, so they're so close to the Superior base as well.
Yeah, definitely. And yet they're actually 3 Tier 8 tanks up here on the hilltop for Night Eagles right now. And they did spot down a light tank over there. It is Mark 1, still kind of creeping up there, just trying to get vision on who exactly is really up there on the hilltop.
Many as well.
Yeah.
And Mark 1 who did take a shot from early on from CKSBB, but
I want to see Teams here push out on the northern pass though. If they push out,
it's going to trigger everything. If they push out, then basically then like the Night Eagles would have 2 options: either try to flank Team Superior or go for a base capture.
They have spotted a member there.
Yeah, they certainly did. Mark 1 has spotted Superior Maria, I believe.
Yep. Superior, being spotted right there. He is just undercover though, so he should be fine. This is a pretty stalemate situation because both team knows that
a push would just trigger another push.
Exactly.
Or a trap, pretty much. So yeah.
But they are kind of creeping forward though. Team Superior, they really are slowly creeping up, and they know
But they're realizing that the Night Eagles might not have such a strong presence to the northern pass as they initially thought. Okay, T1 goes down here.
Wow, now nice shot coming out from Audio, doing some nice damage on Superior right there.
Yeah, Mark 1's got to watch out too.
Yeah, Mark 1 took a lot of damage as well. So I mean, hit points wise, definitely advantage going to the Night Eagles right now. However, I mean, if Team Superior can have a concentrated push somewhere and manage to take out one of the Night Eagles tanks, then it could be extremely crucial for them.
Yeah, it could be.
Like, I mean, but the thing is, like, okay, that T69 over there on Night Eagles side, up on that northern pass area, I believe it's N60. N60, he's over there, and he's actually right on the ledge. So if Team Superior decide to push up there, he has the option of running down the hill and making it out of there safely. So that's actually, I really like the position coming out from N60 right now. It really gives them many options. He can act as a scout. He can also act like some cover fire if they push up the hill. So really versatile position right now. Actually, it's not N60, excuse me. It's Katchen.
Katchen, yeah. N60 is to the south, and but it's still an amazing spread though, because he's completely covering that water area.
Yeah, definitely. Oh, and they continue to spot the members of Team Superior, but Team Superior are all undercover right now. So even though they spot them, there's really nothing they can do at this moment.
Yeah, and Team Superior, well, if they commit to the push, right now I think they'd be at a disadvantage.
Yeah, quite possibly.
It's a fantastic spread from the Night Eagles, really. Although they don't necessarily have the bigger guns, but there's not any loophole in their defense. Because if you start willing like your way through to that northern pass, like if I were Team Superior, then you leave yourself wide open to either base capture or flanking maneuvers. So it looks like the Night Eagles are too thinly like spread out, but actually not really. It's just it's a pretty rock solid like defensive setup.
It really is. I want to see the Night Eagles actually push down the hill. Though. If they push down the hill, then they actually flank all those members of Team Superior right there in the northern pass.
Yeah, look at that. Oh, Mark 1 being hunted down here. Yeah, N60 saw him come and he's trying to crack a shot, but yeah, he was covered down like by Superior himself. I think like look at that, Mark 1 just trying to get some vision here. And N60 like was going for the hunt, but he realized that like some of those heavier tanks are still providing cover fire for Mark 1 as well on the Superior side. It's very tricky to move at all. A perfect stalemate.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, the positioning coming out from both teams is really, really good right now.
Ooh, and look at that, just N60 having a crack here once again. He's going to retreat from that one. Although, yeah, Eric was just hiding behind that rock. Thank God for him. I think Mark 1's going to be the hunted one here.
Yeah, quite possibly. I mean, they continue to spot each other. It's just that both are so well covered and so well positioned.
It's very hard to crack a shot.
Exactly. And even if they do crack a shot, it's like minimal damage.
It is. From this position, it is. And anybody who's trying to get a crack at Mark 1.
Mark 1 in trouble. Mark 1 gonna get taken out there. So nice shot coming out from, I believe, yes, N60 getting both kills for his team so far.
Yeah, he does. Like, position all the way down south like that, like, he's a great finisher pretty much, and he's pretty much out of harm's way when it comes to, I mean, he did take some damage, but still, not enough to genuinely take him out. So, you know, a clear option for victory for the Night Eagles now. They do have the tier point advantage and that extra T1 as well, just in case. So that's going to force. It's going to absolutely force Team Superior to push out pretty much. They only have like 3 minutes left on the clock too. So here we go. The push is coming out. The CKSBB has to get out there.
Yeah. You don't want to be outnumbered in this situation.
Yeah. CKSBB has got to get out there. But he's got a WZ-132, so he can outrun his opponent.
Yeah,
so he's going to retreat to his base pretty much. Yeah, that's going to allow the rest of the Night Eagles forces to organize their defense. They got such a huge advantage right now.
Yeah, definitely. And Night Eagles
like, yeah, look at that. Just, I think, I'm not sure who that is, like, to the southwest, but probably going to go for a sneak capture as well.
Yep. So
and CKSBB, like, doing an excellent job, like, harassing, like, you know, his opponents pretty much. He's got the faster tank, too, so he can afford to just run away. And meanwhile, yeah, it's giving, like, so much leeway for the rest of the Night Eagles to organize themselves. CKSB taking some damage, but it doesn't really matter. Like, okay, he retreated towards the water and still dealt some damage as well. So yeah, brilliantly done here. And look at that, the Night Eagles. Okay.
Another one goes down.
T32 goes down. They're almost like forcing Team Superior to capture their base. Like,
they are.
Just, okay, you have to go in, and once they're in, there's no way out.
Yeah, there really is no way out. The base capture hasn't started, but it won't matter because it is only a matter of time before the Night Eagles just completely surround them. Yeah,
and it's going to be absolute slaughter. And you know what? All these buildings are destructible.
Yep, they are.
So it's not going to matter one bit. And the base capture has started like on the Night Eagle side as well, at a much slower pace, but it's not going to matter. Because these tanks like cannot come back to defend this.
Yeah, look at
Even
that.
if by some miracle the Night Eagles like lose this firefight, they're still going to win thanks to the base capture.
Yep. Yeah, but look at that. It is just so easy for the Night Eagles to defend this right now.
Exactly. It's just, yeah, because you can't concentrate any fire at all. They've got the superior numbers, and look at that. Just, okay, Luna Maria might go down, but that's about it. Oh, this is just absolute slaughter. And it's going to be another clean sheet for the Night Eagles.
Yeah, so great job from the Night Eagles taking out this last member of Team
maybe
Superior.
not. Actually, Luna Maria might go down. Oh, no. Actually, no.
No way.
Not even so. I mean, he's got down to a sliver of life, but yeah. The Night Eagles with such